Hi everybody, it's Miss McKinney. This lesson is a red word lesson. Red words are words that we may have to stop and think about when we are trying to read or write them, because these are not words that we can sound out with our regular spelling patterns. For this lesson, you're going to need a piece of paper and a pencil. And if you have a red crayon, that would be helpful. But if you don't, a pencil will work just fine. All right. So we are going to start, and I'm going to go through, since this is the first time we've done the lesson in this format, we're going to go through each part of the routine slowly, so that way you can learn. And when we do our future lessons, you'll know what we're talking about. Okay. So the first word that we're going to talk about today is give. Give the dog a bone. This word is give. Now, on your piece of paper, so that we don't, use too many pieces, I want you to take your piece of paper and fold it in half, top to bottom. Okay. And I'm going to hold mine up like this, so that it is easier for you to see what I'm doing, but you are going to write on your table or your desk. All right, so the first thing that I want you to do, if you have a red crayon, this is where you'll want to use it. We are going to look at our word, and we are going to write it nice and big at the top of our piece of paper. A little bit bigger than what you would normally write. So our word is give. As I write it, I'm going to say each letter name. G, I, V, E. Then I will draw a line or trace a line underneath and read the whole word, give. Go ahead and do this on your paper. Make sure that you say the letter names as you are writing them. All right, very good. Now, we are going to take your pencil or your red crayon, and I want you to go over this same word 2 more times, and we're going to again say the letter name and then trace a line underneath reading the whole word. So do this with me. G, I, V, E. Give. One more time. G, I, V, E, give. Very good. Now, still looking at the word, we are going to do some arm movements to help us to remember. The more that we work with the word and its letters and sounds, the better it will be committed to our memory. So I'm going to hold this out, and this is my left hand. I write with my right hand. So whatever hand you write with, I want you to put it up in the air like this. And whatever hand you don't write with, put it out straight in front of you like this. You guys should be looking at the word. I'm going to ask you to load the word. When you load, you bring your arm down and you say the word. So give. Then on our other arm, we're going to do some arm tapping. I'm going to say the name of each letter, and then I'm going to read it all together. So watch as I do it once on my own. Load, give. G-I-V-E, give. All right, do it with me. Get in position. Load, give. G-I-V-E, give. Let's do it again. Ready? Load, give. G-I-V-E, give. Let's do it one more time. Load, give. G-I-V-E, give. Very good job. All right, now, you all find your word that you wrote nice and big again, and with your finger, we are going to trace on our paper 3 times the letters that we wrote. We're going to say the letter name and then sweep underneath to read the whole word together. Ready? Get your finger ready, and G-I-V-E, give. Again, G-I-V-E, give. One more time. G-I-V-E, give. All right. Now we're going to do some more arm movements. I'm going to hold the word here, but I want you to we're going to do some skywriting. All right, so get your arm ready. We're going to do some big tracing in the air. All right, so look at the word. Write the letters in the air, saying the letter names, and then we'll sweep underneath to read the whole word together. Ready? G-I-V-E, give. Again, G-I-V-E, give. Let's do it one more time. G-I-V-E, give. All right, the last thing that we're going to do, well, actually not the last thing, excuse me, but find your paper again. Underneath your big word, I want you to, with your red crayon or your pencil, we're going to write in our regular sized handwriting the word give 3 times across the bottom, saying the letter name, and then as we finish the word, we'll sweep underneath to read it together. So get your pencil ready, and remember you're using your regular sized handwriting this time. G-I-V-E, give. G-I-V-E, give. One more time. G-I-V-E, give. So you should have give written nice and big at the top, and then 3 more in your regular size handwriting. Now, I want you to take your paper, unfold it, flip it over to the back, and fold it in half again. On the back side of your piece of paper with your pencil now, so not red crayon, you are going to write the word give one more time without looking. So this will help us to know if we have learned the word give. So I'm going to give you guys a few minutes or a few seconds. Write the word give. All right, so you should have on the back of your paper G-I-V-E, give. All right, the last thing that we're going to do is work with a sentence. I'm going to say the sentence for you 2 times, and then you are going to repeat it back to me. And when you repeat it back to me, you're going to pound each syllable. You can do that lightly on your table, but I'm going to do it up here where you can see. The sentence is, give the cash to the bank. Give the cash to the bank. All right, repeat it back to me. Ready? Give the cash to the bank. Now, pause the video and write that sentence. When you're ready to check, push play. All right, are you ready to check? You should have written, give the cash to the bank. Give the cash to the bank. And you need to make sure that with your sentence, you need to have started it with an uppercase G and ended it with a period. All right, now I'd like for you to look. I have it written here on a clean copy. We're going to read the sentence 2 times. One time I'll read with you, and the second time you'll read it on your own. Ready? Give the cash to the bank. Read it again on your own. Very good. All right, now we're going to do this whole routine one more time with one more word. Okay? So we use the top part of our paper. Now I want you to fold it in half so that you're looking at the bottom half of the paper that we did not use. We'll start by looking at our word. The word is your. Your bags are in your room. The word is your. Now, get your pencil or your red crayon. I'm going to hold the word so that you can look at it. We're going to write the word nice and big at the top here. And as we write it, we're going to say the letter names and then sweep underneath. Ready? Y-O-U-R, your. Make sure you have it written like that. Now, trace over it with your crayon or pencil 2 more times, saying the letter names and sweeping underneath to read the whole word. Let's do that together. Y-O-U-R, your. Y-O-U-R, your. Now, we're going to get into position. Remember, for our arm tapping. So have your straight hand out that you do not write with. The hand that you do write with is straight up. We're going to load the word, tap the letters, and sweep it all together to read the word. Ready? Load. Your. Y-O-U-R, your. Again, load. Your. Y-O-U-R, your. One more time. Load. Your. Y-O-U-R, your. Good job. Find your paper again. Get your finger ready. We're going to trace over our letters with our fingers 3 times. Saying the letter names, then sweeping to read the whole word. Ready? Let's do this. Y-O-U-R, your. Y-O-U-R, your. One more time. Y-O-U-R, your. Okay, let's get ready to do some sky writing. I'm going to hold this up so we can see. Get your finger ready. We're going to write it nice and big in the sky 3 times. Y-O-U-R, your. Y-O-U-R, your. One more time. Y-O-U-R, your. Great job. All right. Get your paper out again. We're going to write it 3 times in our regular size handwriting. Each time you write the letter, say the letter name. When you're finished, sweep underneath to read the whole word. Ready? Let's do that together. Y-O-U-R, your. Yours might not be as big as mine. I'm writing it a little bit bigger to make sure you can see it. Y-O-U-R, your. One more time. Y-O-U-R, your. Okay, flip it over to the back. Get your pencil now. Remember, on the top half, we had our last word. Fold it so that you're looking at the bottom half. Without looking, I want you to write the word your. I'll give you a moment. All right, you should have written Y-O-U-R, your. All right, let's get ready to do our sentence and then we'll be finished with this lesson. You're going to listen to the sentence 2 times. Did your dad get back yet? Did your dad get back yet? Are you ready? Pound it with me. Did your dad get back yet? Pause the video and write your sentence. When you're ready to check, push play. All right, let's check. Did your dad get back yet? Did your dad get back yet. I made sure that I began my sentence with an uppercase D, and since this sentence was asking a question, I ended it with a question mark. Make sure your sentence matches mine. All right, now very quickly, we are going to read our sentence from a clean copy before we end the lesson. All right, follow with me the first time. Did your dad get back yet? Now, read it by yourself one more time. All right, great job on your Red Words lesson today. Make sure that you save your work so that you can show your teacher what you did when you guys come back together for a live lesson. I'll see you later.